Alright, what's going on, everybody? Got some updates going on here, so we can back this up a little bit. So these bad boys are, counting that little tendril hanging out there, about 15 inches tall. So I'm gonna try to throw these outside and get them used to being outside for a day or two, and I need to get them transplanted. They're ready to start climbing a trellis. Pretty crazy. It's see, today's Saturday, so tomorrow has been 3 weeks since I planted them from seed. So these are the three different types of beans that well, 3 of the 4 that I'm going to be growing. And then some of the snap snow pea things are doing okay, but really the only thing that didn't germinate is the watermelon, just hanging out here, and the Cascabella peppers. So I'll be trying to restart those. So I'm going to move this tray outside, get a new tray of other things started, things that are going to take a little bit longer to grow, and get them going. And move to the outside. This is going to be chopped up into a bunch of different pieces. Jury's kind of out on what's going on with these. I think that one's not doing well. That one's surviving. These two are kind of 50-50, so we'll see what happens in the next month or so. The Okefenokee swamp is not swampland. It's been drying out. It sprinkled a little bit yesterday and today, which is kind of odd for here in California. At some point between this week and next week, need to buzz the grass, but nobody really cares about that. These are all doing really well. So this one is the baby cake blackberry, and this was the fruiting mulberry. Doing really well. This is growing pretty good. A lot of green coming out. This was the fig. I mean, you can see it's trying to do its thing. And that was a different type of blueberry. What kind of blueberry was this? Sunshine blueberry. Been lazy. Need to get to picking carrots and replanting. And got a surprise for all the string trellising going on, so I need to do some work and then catch up with another part of the video today or tomorrow. And nothing else has really changed out here. Might get to picking a cabbage and seeing how they look inside and seeing how it tastes. And nothing else really going on out here. Looks like the raspberries in the back are kind of doing their thing. And at some point I'm going to pick that lemon, but just kind of waiting. So other than that, I've got other stuff to get going, and I have another set of buckets I need to do today and tomorrow as well, so we'll eventually see those. Well, these will come in. I've got to pick up some cinder blocks. So even though there's holes in the bottom of these, like these, the horseradish, I'll get them under a couple of bricks. I'm going to put like a 5-gallon bucket under one cinder block, so that way get it up off the grass, can run the lawnmower, the weed eater, and everything can still drain through there as it needs to. So I need to pick up some more cinder blocks, but got more buckets a coming, so it's going to be bucket world, I guess, this year. And hopefully in a week or two get some radishes going. I think it's just a little too cold for the seeds to germinate outside here. So other than that, splice updates are coming. Alright, take a look at that. Now, it's not quite as straight as I'd like it to, but when I'd gotten these a couple of years ago, they only had the 6-foot ones. They didn't have the 8-foot ones, so got to make do. So I had to pull these all out one at a time, spin them around because of course they were not facing the right direction. And then these T-post clamps, they're not really designed for something this thick, but they work. So basically I put them on and had to convince them to do what they need to do with a pair of pliers. I mean, it's really bendable. But anyways, got that all set up, threw a couple zip ties trying to keep it from moving too much left and right. Got it up off of the base of the planter so it's not right there, give it some room to grow. So as I step down a little bit, this is just about as tall as I am now, so that would put you at about 6'3", 6'4", or 5'15", 5'16". Like I said, there's a little bow going on here. Again, these aren't in as deep as I'd like to. I mean, they go down pretty far. They'll support any of the plants that are going to grow in here, so I mean, that's not a problem. Would have been nice if I could have sunk that a little bit better, but it is what it is. It will do what I need it to do. So nice and sturdy, it's not going anywhere. This is a 4-gauge galvanized cattle panel, and I just need to gently try to get this snap pea, sorry, this is a snow pea, and get it up on the trellis. That, as you remember from the previous year, this is the water deflecting system, because for whatever reason, if it starts to rain really bad, it just comes straight from the roof and just pelts whatever's in there. And then I had one of the lids out here on front trying to deflect some of the sun, so I probably won't need to put that one up right away because it's not that hot, so not an issue. Had to scoot the buckets in a little bit closer because everything was spaced out pretty well there. And this is actually leaning a touch. I could probably clip those zip ties and just kind of let it dangle, but whatever. That's all simple stuff. Looks fairly straight going across the top, even though that the T-posts are a little crooked. And then I have 2 more, so I had to order these. I don't have a vehicle or a trailer big enough because this is 16 feet long, and it costs $30 to $35 to rent a U-Haul trailer, $35 plus $1.25 a mile if you rent a U-Haul truck, like a 15-foot, which is not big enough, so it had to be the 20-foot. Actually, you could do the 15-foot and bend them a little bit inside. It would probably be fine. It'd cost you $40 to $60 just to rent a trailer. Then you'd have to drive to either the local Home Depot doesn't have these. I'd have to drive to another one that's about 20 miles away. So it's 20 miles back and forth, plus getting the trailer or the truck or Tractor Supply, another 20 miles the other direction. Home Depot wants $80 for delivery. Tractor Supply wants $70, so I actually hopped on yesterday morning, clicked on it, said I don't really want to pay them $70, but it's $25 more than if I have to do all the work, and basically they showed up 4 or 5 hours later, same day delivery, and I bought an extra panel in case I needed one. And then I bought a 3rd panel because I said, you know what, if I'm paying this money, I might as well spend the extra $30 and have a spare. Whether I cut it in half and maybe I stack it up with the raspberries for a trellis back there, whatever, but I figured make good use of the $70 for the delivery charge. So not what I wanted to do, but this isn't going to rot. It's galvanized, and that stringy stuff, you might get 2 years, and it sucks. It really does. Then I was able to take the conduit bar off of the top as well. So the conduit bar is sitting in pieces over there. So now I just got to get off of my butt and start working on these. So basically, cucumbers are going to go there. Beans. Actually, beans, and then cucumbers. I want the cucumbers closer to the door, just so it's easier to see any problems going on with those. So that's going to wrap it up, we'll say, for this part of this week's update. And hopefully, as it starts to get a little warmer and more things are going on, I can start throwing out a Wednesday video. I thought about doing a whatever Wednesday and just throwing whatever it is, literally, whether it's plant updates. I've got apple cider vinegar that I started to make, and other things coming, and that's not even the other stuff I need to plant today. So a little long and drawn out, but looks pretty good to me. So thanks for watching.